Good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite Dior fragrances. I have a bunch of full-size bottles and a bunch of minis, and I'm going to talk to you about only about private line of Dior because I don't own any regular Diors. Unfortunately, I just don't. I didn't find any I like. So here we go. My first Dior fragrances I purchased was actually a surprise for me. It was a Favorite DIOR. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but there we go. I got a sample of this fragrance when I was visiting the boutique for the first time with a friend, and since I didn't think I like gourmands, I was actually surprised I love this one as much as I did. I got, I think it's 100 it's 100 and something ml. It's not the biggest size, it's the one in between. And basically it smells like a really good cake. I'm sure most of you are familiar because it's one of the best-selling private Christian Dior's fragrances. I like it because it makes me feel very cozy. It makes me feel like I was just baking, and I baked something really tasty, very, very delicious, and it is also very long lasting on me. I heard some people say that it fades pretty quickly, but on me it lasts all day. The projection is not that great. It's usually pretty close to the skin, at least on me, but the smell is simply delicious. I love it. I think it's just a really great fragrance for people who enjoy gourmands. And I think it's also, I mean, it's a bit expensive to be a first gourmand, but for somebody who tried a lot of affordable gourmands and didn't like them, I think that maybe Favorite DIOR is your fragrance of choice, because I think it's really well made. It's not too sweet, it's not too overly strong, but I think it's really elegant and well made, and it really, this fragrance made me appreciate this line and actually try out more fragrances from Dior. So this was my first purchase, and with this I got several minis. I'm not sure which ones because now I have a collection of them, but I think one of the minis I got was, I'm looking for it. So many. Yeah, it was Lucky. And Lucky was also a surprise for me. I did not use a lot of it, but I was surprised because it is really light, springy scent, and I don't usually go for this type of fragrances. I like them strong, big, very dominant, and this one is really light. It's really spring-like. I don't really remember the notes, forgive me, I don't know the notes by heart, but it smells like spring. It smells like, it's not too floral, it has flowers in it, but it's really light, it's very airy. It's like wearing a really summery dress. I have association with super summery white dress and being outside and wanting to feel fresh, to feel clean. It's a clean scent, and I was surprised to really enjoy it because I don't usually go for fragrances like this, and it's not really my preference, but I think it's so elegant and classy and well made, and I didn't hear anybody talking about Lucky, but I think Lucky is a great spring fragrance. Of course, you can wear it whenever you like, but I think it's a classic spring fragrance. And since I'm sitting in front of my computer, I will look it up and I will tell you the notes, because now I'm curious myself, because I forgot. Honestly, I did not wear it since last spring. Let's go and see. Yeah, here it is. Oh, so it has Lily of the Valley, which is not surprising because I usually like Lily of the Valley, but I usually like it in other fragrances where other notes are stronger. So it has Lily of the Valley, it has white flowers, but they do not specify which white flowers, and it also has ozonic notes. So it's white floral with this airy feeling to it. It's really light, it's really springy. It's people say it's not really long lasting, but I think on me it's about 4 to 5 hours. In the spring it's pretty good performance because many fragrances don't last even this much. So I think Lucky is is really pretty scent, and I might actually purchase a bigger bottle, because although I like these minis, I think they are very small, and if you see here, they don't have a sprayer, so it's a bit of an inconvenience for me, because it means I have to dab my fingers in it, and it makes me use them less. So I think maybe I'll purchase a bigger size when spring comes. So one of the other fragrances I got is Diorissima. Diorissima, I honestly didn't wear it once. I don't remember how it smells like. I don't think I liked it. I think I tried it, but it wasn't really my taste, so I'm waiting to gift it to somebody. Yeah, I think it's pretty fresh, or too fresh for me. I don't like fresh scents of scents with citruses, and I will not look up the notes right now, but this is Diorissima, and I don't have any associations with it because it's not really my style. So I think others I purchased later, so let's continue to the next one. The next one was actually Jasmine des Anges, or des Anges, sorry, not a French speaker, so yeah, this is the one. Jasmine is my favorite flower, my favorite scent, not just in fragrances but in general. When I started my journey in the fragrance world, I usually wore mainly jasmine scents, and when I smell this one, this is the most realistic jasmine I've ever smelled. And I read about a lot of reviews about this smelling synthetic, or this smelling soapy, or other compliments, but I not agree, because to my nose this is a super realistic jasmine. It's really pretty. It has some fruits in it. The fruits are not, they do not stand on their own. The fruits give jasmine this juicy aspect that really reminds me of real jasmine. I have jasmine in my backyard, and when it blooms, it really reminds me of this scent. I think it's beautiful. In the summer, I get lots of compliments about this one, both from men and women. People really enjoy smelling this on me. That's why it's one of my favorite scents to wear to the office, where some people just don't like fragrances that much. And I don't usually wear florals in the winter these days, but in the summer I wear this a lot. I know it doesn't seem like that because I have many fragrances, but you can believe me, I wear it a lot. And to this day, it's my favorite jasmine. It's my favorite realistic jasmine, and I adore it. I think it's really great release from Dior, and I mean, it's mostly I think women would enjoy it more, just because florals considered a feminine scent, but it doesn't mean that men cannot wear it. It just means that it feels like a realistic jasmine, and if this is the type of fragrance you like, then I really recommend it, because I think it's really beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I missed it because I didn't wear it since last summer. And with jasmine, I purchased also Santal Noir. Now, Santal Noir is I'm a bit ambivalent about it, because each time I wear it, it smells different on me. The first time I wore it, it was really beautiful sandalwood. It's a travel size bottle. But the second time I wore it, it smelled awful. I'm not sure why. And the third time I wore it, it smelled like sandalwood, but also it had this fruity scent. And I don't usually enjoy fruity scents, at least not with sandalwood together. So I thinking about selling it, because I don't. The performance on my skin just varies, and I don't want to wear something I'm not sure it will smell on that specific day and the way I like it to smell. So, although I loved it for first time I wore it, I did not had the same experience next time. So I'm not sure why, whether it is my skin chemistry or the weather or some other reason, but I'm not sure it works for me. So I have it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite Dior, unfortunately. With this one, I got several minis. I'm not sure I remember which ones. I think I got Ballet Sauvage. It's one of my favorite figs. I'm actually thinking about purchasing a full size, but I'm not sure, because the performance either is great or is really poor on me. And same with Santal Noir. it's not really consistent on my skin. It always smells wonderful, but it's not always long lasting, and sometimes it disappears after 1 hour, and I would not purchase a fragrance that is so has such a short lifespan. So I still need to test it out some more. I have other fig fragrances I like, so I'm not sure that this one will make it, the big version will make it to my collection, but it might. I really enjoy. I think it's gorgeous fig, but I'm not sure yet about the performance. So I think I have one or two of these. Yeah, I think I have one, and I think I gifted another one to somebody. Yeah, okay. Oh, I also got, yeah, this one, and I will also have problems pronouncing the name of this fragrance. It's called La Colette Noire, I think. It's a light floral. I think it has roses in it. Let's look it up, because I don't remember. It was a while ago. I know I thought about picking up a travel size of this one, but I wasn't sure, and I was gifted this many, and I think I wore it maybe once, but I don't really remember how I felt about it. I mean, I think it was nice, but it was not nice enough to pay so much money for it, because this collection is pretty expensive, so I just did not go for it eventually. Okay, so this version has rose, obviously. It has raspberry, it has peony, it has lily of the valley, it has blackcurrant, musk, wood, honey, sandalwood, lemon, peach, and amberwood. So from what I remember out of this fragrance, it has really nice pink, light pink color. It's really beautiful. It's a rose-centered fragrance. It's really feminine, it's floral, it's light, it's summery. It's nice, it's pleasant, but unfortunately, I don't think it's pleasant enough to buy a full size of it. I mean, it's I think many people will enjoy it. It's a classic feminine fragrance. It's really summery, beautiful, light, but as I mentioned before, I usually like a bit more darkness, a bit more kick, or just white florals in general. But when it comes to just pure roses, it's not really. I enjoy it. I think it's pleasant, but I'm not sure I would wear it, and definitely it's not worth the price for me. So I will probably enjoy this mini in the summer, but unless I fall in love with it for some reason during the summer, I don't think I will purchase a full size. Okay, so I have several more, but I think I got them from a friend and not from Dior. And one of them I just recently bought out of eBay because I was really curious. There's another Blood Savage. I do think I have two of these. Okay, so the other minis I have, I think I got them, like I said, I got them from a friend, and one of them I bought because I really wanted to try it. I have Oud Ispahan. I really enjoy it. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy a full size because while I enjoy it, for some reason I didn't reach for it. I need to wear it more. I really need to wear it more. Like I said, because these minis don't have a sprayer, sometimes I don't find myself reaching for them that often. So with this pan, I remember really loving it, but I need to wear it more, definitely. Cure Canage. It's one of my favorite leather scents. I really want to find and buy a big bottle of this. This one is almost empty. In my terms, it's almost empty. You can see it still half full, but I see the empty side. It's beautiful leather. Because I love leather, but I don't wear it on a daily. And I have some leathers I like I was talking in another video about ombre leather, which I like, leather 6, and I have some other leathers. I wasn't sure I want to buy another leather, even though I really love it, because I don't wear it that often. But I think it's one of the best leathers I tried, and I have two of them. I have the half full bottle, and I also have, yeah, I think this one should be full. No, it's nearly full, but I used it. I think it went traveling with me once, and yeah. The other one I got is Purple Wood. It's also very lovely. I really love it, but not enough to buy a full size. It's I think I like it a bit less than Wood Ispahan, but it's also very lovely, but not the best Dior in my opinion. And finally, I got Patchouli Imperial, which I was really curious about because I'm a big patchouli fan, and it just arrived in the mail today. So from first impression, I really enjoyed it, but I need to wear it in order to give my opinion. So last one is Mitza. Mitza is really discontinued. It's really hard to find, but I managed to find it at the local Dior boutique. They had it shipped from Paris, I think, and they did not have a tester, so it was a blind buy for me. It was the last bottle they had, so it was like either buy it or not, but I decided to buy it purely based on reviews I got and the notes, and I really happy I did, because this one is absolutely gorgeous. It's the larger size. I use it a lot. Mitza, I think it's one of my favorite fragrances in general. It's really delicious. I will soon probably do a full review just dedicated to Mitza, because I think it's lovely, and it's much more than lovely. I think it's an amazing fragrance. I'm sorry it's hard to find. I know it's not really available for a lot of people, but if you like orientals, if you like delicious scents, gourmands, a bit smoky gourmands, I think Mitza is probably one of the best you can find. Yeah, I wish I could wear it every day, but with my collection it's really hard to dedicate myself just to one fragrance for even for a week. Like if I wore one fragrance each day for a week, I would feel a bit guilty about not using my whole collection. So I think it smells much better in the winter, not because it fits winter better, but I think something with the weather, because when I used it in the summer, it smelled too smoky on me, and when I used it in winter, it's just perfect. I think it might be one of my top 5 fragrances. This is Mitza. So these are my Diors. I had a mini of Greece. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I did not like it. I had many more minis I gave away because they were really I would not wear them just because they're not my style. But I think minis are a great way to experience a fragrance, and fortunately they don't have a sprayer. And when I do remember to use them, I usually enjoy it. So these are my favorite Diors, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for being here, listening to me, and see you in the next one. Bye.